Welcome to the first episode of CouchSide, a bi-weekly series here on the LitTube channel. My name is Gerald and this is Mario. We plan to bring you news on what's trending around the country, and here's what people are talking about today.
So in January of 2015, it was reported that a young man by the name of Malachi Love-Robinson pretended to be a doctor at the St. Mary's Medical Center in Florida. The official statement from St. Mary's said that an individual kid doctor was detained after falsely impersonating a physician. Now, no charges were pressed against him at the time, and then he was put in the custody of his mother.
And again, according to the New York Times, in February, news broke that this wannabe Doogie Howser had advertised his own healthcare services and had certifications in holistic healthcare, which is the form of healing that considers the whole person, body, mind, spirit, and emotion for a quest of optimal health and wellness. Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office said in a statement that he had managed to open and operate his own office called New Birth, New Life Medical Center and Urgent Care. In the same building, get this, populated by other medical and dentistry offices in the West Palm Beach area. I mean, this kid even having a grand opening with this. Now in Florida, practicing medicine without a license is a third-degree felony, and of course, that certification isn't a license.
Now this kid has a magnificent name.
Gosh,
he was destined for greatness.
Seriously.
Now in this latest event, he was caught in a car dealership in Virginia where he was trying to purchase a luxury car using someone else's social security number.
Yeah, like he went as far as to claim that he was visiting family, which he's not allowed to leave the state of Florida. He claimed that he was leaving the state of Florida to go to Virginia to visit family. Meanwhile, he buys his car. He uses these family members' names as references. They call him. They didn't even know he was in the state. Like, now my question is, and this is something I was thinking about when I read up on this earlier. What was I doing at 18? I'm trying to think of like what I was doing at 18. Like, I mean, this kid's got medical practices, trying to buy a Lexus. I mean, going up and down the coast. At 18, I didn't even have a car. Like, I was in community college.
My question is, where was his mama this whole time?
I blame the parents, as always. Blame the parents.
Yeah, now apparently the first time he got caught in these shenanigans was back when he was 17.
Yeah.
When he was caught in an OBGYN office impersonating a doctor. This was before he opened his own medical practice.
I feel like there's something's got to be wrong with this kid. Like,
oh, for sure.
I mean, the fact that you have done this multiple times, I mean, the thing about it also is kind of like, I think about like Rugrats. It's like, how much wool can you pull over the parents' eyes? How are all these adults believing that this kid, you know, I mean, he clearly looks like a kid. He doesn't look like, you know, a grown man. Like, he looks like a kid. He's able to pull off all these, like, scams. I mean, if I walked into a doctor's office, saw an 18-year-old kid, I'm be like, no, dude, I'm walking out. I'm walking out.
Yeah. You know what it reminds me of? You've seen that movie, Catch Me If You Can?
Oh, yeah.
It's like that, except he gets caught every single time.
It's like Pinky and the Brain. What are we doing tonight, Brain? Trying to take over the world.
I'm trying to get caught.
Like, it's like every time he fails, he picks up again. Like, I don't know. Like, you got to commend his persistence.
You do. But where's it going to end?
Where does it end?
Now, if he really is mentally unstable, then it kind of falls on the system as well.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if he really is a threat to himself or to other individuals, which he obviously is.
I mean, when you're practicing medicine without any type of license, in all seriousness, that is a problem. That's dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're talking about people's lives.
Mm-hmm. Not only is it unsafe, I mean, you're impeding in other people's private lives.
Yeah.
And their bodies as well.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, again, it's got to be a common sense factor when you walk in here and you don't see degrees from this medical school and that medical school, and oh, this kid is in a white lab coat with with a stethoscope.
No, he went through the trouble of falsifying records
Okay.
from college to try to get investors to
Oh,
invest in
okay.
his medical practice as
Wow.
well. Yeah, he got people to donate like tens of thousands of dollars, and he had his own staff as well. So
That's what gets me.
That
It's
takes some
like,
skill. It takes some skill.
yeah, I mean, I know the job market isn't the best, you know, in the country, but at what point do you just look at your boss and be like, wow, you definitely are old enough to be my son?
No, I mean, considering all the times he's been caught and locked up, he's been able to post bail every single time for this.
Where does he get all this money? Where is his money? Does he want to fund this show?
Maybe he could.
He could. Mr. Malachi, if you're watching this, go fund me. Just go fund me. We're not even going to put a website. Just fund me.
Yeah, maybe he should retire. Become a film producer.
Just come from a film producer. You can produce this. No, totally. But, yeah, so I want to know your thoughts. We want to know what you think about this. Who's really at fault with all this? I mean, looking at not so much just how he got caught recently, but I'm talking about this medical practice. I mean, I know the medical practice story is a few months old, but him being back in the news kind of brings that back to relevancy. Who is at fault? The person that makes appointments with this fake doctor, or, I mean, really him? I mean, yes, he's at fault, but I mean, you do have a thing called a brain that everybody is granted one when they're born, whether they use it correctly or not. Is that the case here? Like, I want to know. Like,
I don't think it's a single party at fault here. It's just a continuation of failures that have led this kid to just continue gaming the system, and it's just a snowball effect that it's just gotten worse and worse.
yo,
And like I said, the real question is, where is it going to end?
yeah, I mean, this is definitely failed.com. I mean, he's definitely failed over and over again, and I mean, you can't even buy a car. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't know why he lied. I mean, here's the thing: if you really need to buy a car that bad, I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Mind you, he was dumb enough to use his real name,
Yeah.
the third time, and a simple Google search can show you everything that he's got himself into.
I did this morning on my lunch break. I put it in, and boom, here it comes, Doogie Howser.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So, that is our show. We want to know your opinions. We want you to comment down below, as well as subscribe. Tell us what you think about this. We want to know where you stand on this. I mean, is it multiple parties' faults? Is it all his fault? I want to know what you think. So comment below, subscribe, and check back in about 2 weeks for another episode of CouchSide.